So how does our raising range differ from normal Hold'em? And this is another big difference when it comes to Squid Game, because in normal Hold'em, we tend to raise more of a linear range. So for example, if it folds to us in the cutoff or the button, you can see that this here is basically a completely linear range. We're raising a top-down range for about 40% of the very best hands. But raising this linear range also has its own problems. And one of the main problems with this is the times that we face is a 3-bet. Look at buttons response versus a 3-bet. There's actually a lot of hands that have a very tough decision when we get 3-bet. Hands like King 8 suited, Queen 9 suited, King Jack off, Ace 10 off, they're all very, very close to 0 EV. So it's really not a great spot to be in. It's just that we were kind of used to playing linear ranges, and because most of us come from like normal Hold'em, that's what everyone used to play in the past. And we've kind of just accepted the fact that these hands will struggle a bit when facing a 3-bet. And in either case, there's no real other option. We can't really just limp these hands, because again, the pot odds of limping are not fantastic. You're risking 1 big blind to win 1.5 big blinds, and you have 0 fold equity. So that's why we just raise the linear range and we deal with it when we get 3-bet. However, in stand-up, when the EV of limping is very high, we have a chance to solve this problem. So when you look at all these hands like Queen 8 suited, Queen Jack off, King Jack off, what all of them have in common is that they're not particularly keen on facing a 3-bet. So what the solver does with all of these hands is that it just limps them and completely sidesteps the problem that way. So just look at the response when we raise and we get 3-bet. You can see very clearly it's either we have a hand that is a very comfortable continue, or we have a hand that is a very comfortable fold. So that's another key difference when it comes to Squid Games. You don't want to just raise a linear range, especially against players who are capable of 3-betting aggressively.